Don't forget my Louis logo, so I don't have a watch, so I can look like I'm in some of the close tax bracket.
Shut up.
With Tahmina. So, yeah.
All right.
All right.
What's going on? Okay, so this is don't fake sip.
Yeah.
First of all, no one's supposed to know this is a prop.
Okay. I was trying to have them be like, wow, she really went all in.
But the way you dropped it, it sounded empty,
Maybe I
okay?
took an espresso shot. And I was
That's how I should start it.
like an espresso shot.
We gotta figure this out. Anyways, welcome to the first episode of Espresso with TQ, an extension of my Espresso industry only event series where I invite industry leaders in the city to sit down for a quick coffee and chat. Welcome Benjamin Walker to the first episode. How are you feeling?
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
I feel great. I feel honored.
Yeah.
You chose wisely. Yeah.
I did, because the fact that you're great accolades and body of work, including Jennifer Lopez, working with her, Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez,
Yeah,
yes.
Jennifer Lopez, Netflix, NBC, Amazon, and many more. Like, those are some solid credentials right there.
They are. I run Saturday nights at Sincerely Yours. Shout out to Uri Hall, the actual founder, because I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah. He gave me an opportunity, and the whole team over there, Uri, Buddha, Candace, Ariel, love them all.
No,
Everything else, you're accurate.
Listen,
I'm that man.
I already know that it takes a monster to run an event like that, so I feel like I got to know Sincerely Yours through you. And I know that there's a team that backs it up, obviously, but the fact that I got to know it through you, I associate that with you, and
Hopefully
I love what you're doing. Hell yeah, what? I had so much fun.
Now it's on camera.
That was the first party that I went to that I actually, like, enjoyed myself, let my hair down, like, dance. Like, that was the first one. In Toronto, we dance. It's like a thing.
Yes.
That was the first time I was actually vibing like I do back at home, I'm not gonna lie. But I wanted to have this conversation with you. First, I wanted to talk about how we met, how we first crossed paths. Do you remember?
I always have the worst memory in the world. So you asked me this question, I never remember rightly. So I'm gonna let you tell it. No, actually I do remember. So do you want me to tell the truth?
Go.
Okay. Came across like the Explore page, seen what you were doing. As someone who's been in LA for quite some time, I feel like I know all the familiar faces. So I was like, yo, who is this woman, you know? And she seemed like she's actually killing it. And I remember hearing your message about your move and how your events been going, how your time in LA has been. And it was just positive. It was just massively positive. And I'm kind of living like in the world of social media, everyone wants to throw shade and talk about negative experiences. And just to see someone just so much positivity, I was like, yo, I wrote a message saying, hey, you know, I don't remember exactly. I think it's something like, hey, seeing your story or post.
Yeah, it was so positive.
And like you're crushing it, and you know, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'll be out, and I went to the next one and I was able to go to and met you in real life, and everything I see on camera through Instagram is the same in real life. I see why you're killing it out here in LA.
No, I appreciate that. So basically this video was 2 weeks into me moving into LA. I knew that I'm a branding agency first. So I've been building out my agency for the past 8 years now. It's gonna be 8 years this year. And so I've worked with a lot of these high profile clients, and I've done everything between websites, marketing, email marketing, private events, but nobody knew. So I was like, how do I utilize my network and actually treat myself like a client for the first time ever? So I created this concept espresso based off of whatever feeling an espresso martini gives me, which is grown, it's sexy.
That's your drink?
Yeah, that's my drink.
Okay.
Not anymore. I'm kind of getting sick of it at this point. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, now the whole brand
I have to like
is here.
commit to it for the rest of my life.
Yes.
But yes, espresso martini for me, it's like the grown sexy drink. It represents a prototype of a woman. I don't know. I just really love that name. So I went with it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna utilize my network for the first time ever. And I went to the Mondrian Hotel, and they gave me an opportunity to run events there. And it was the first time I ever made a selfie style video of me just talking. I literally signed the contract on one side of that building, went to the other side and recorded it. And I think that's why it had that reach, because it was like, I was really in my feelings. You know, it wasn't like a well thought out content piece. If you go back to that video, the music in the back is so loud, it shouldn't have even gone viral
that's
like
the
that.
authenticity that people like about it, you know, because it was real. It was like no, you know, stage. It was like, no, you felt like, okay, like I felt like I'm witnessing a win.
Yeah, no,
and especially like in a I was like a somewhat male-dominated industry to see females like yourself thriving. I was like, okay, I love to see it.
No, and it's so crazy from there. That was July. July was my first event. 300 people came out. This last one, 1,300 people came out.
Yeah.
It's been a process.
So you're gonna do the Super Bowl next year, basically, in LA.
Basically.
Yeah.
You just said I'm the mayor of LA now, right?
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
But okay, this is the conversation that I wanted to have with you is people declare the city dead. That's been the conversation since I've moved. They're like, city is dead, city is dead, city is dead. But then I see event curators like yourself, like Fabe, like myself, and I see all the support. I see a lot of positive energy. I see these rooms hit capacity. Do you feel like the city is dead?
Two things can be true. I will openly admit, LA is not what it was like pre-COVID, where you can just go to Hollywood, park on Sunset Boulevard or Hollywood Boulevard and just find the lines of people outside easy. Like, you do have to know the curators.
Yeah.
But if you know the right folks, like who's showing you around, yourself, me, like you said, Fabe, Uri Hall, Rose God, I can go down the list of people that know how to put things together. Like, there's something going on in LA every night of the week. You know what I'm saying? But it's just now, like, we are throwing the events.
Yeah.
But before, I think it's not LA's dead, it's just different. And people just call dead different. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, the venues had the power.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, Sky Bar was Sky Bar. You know what I mean? You just went there because, like, oh, it's a rooftop pool in Hollywood. That's where everyone goes. But now it's been Sky Bar for however long now, 10, 20 years. Now they need folks like yourself to revitalize it. So it just looks different now. Now Sky Bar is winning just like it was 10 years ago. It's just now you're the one bringing the folks there versus the venue name just doing it.
No, I love that you said that because it was really important for me. Like, everyone, when I came here, there was such a negative dialogue that I kept hearing. And I'm just like, so then who's going to change it? And I'm not saying I'm assigning myself this big role of shifting and changing, you know? I've had my head down.
Be the change.
No, but I'm happy that's the result of my hard work. Yeah. But I didn't come in here, I'm being real. Like, I didn't come in here being like, I am going to shift the industry by myself. That wasn't my energy, you know?
Have that? Oh, one more time.
Listen, stop hating. So I got to a place where I'm seeing these rooms fill, and I'm like, I love being able to solve problems and fill a void. If there's a whole thing that the city is dead, it's like, what are we going to do to be able to shift that? And so everybody still wants to be celebrated. And I think what's been this cool thing that I've been able to figure out with Espresso is the producers that win Grammys, right? They have to wait until it's actually award season to come outside and be celebrated. But now we're actually putting together these events that are industry focused, and you have to get approved, and there's still this level of recognition of what they're doing on a random Friday or Saturday. That's really important in the city because we have so much greatness in the city, and there should be more opportunities to celebrate those wins as well too on a random week as well. And I think that what you've done as well with everything that you've been associated with, that's why I gravitated towards you and your energy, and that's why I'm like, I have to work with you.
No, you can see you move with intention. Like, all the people that, like, you named earlier that throw things at all these people, and I think a lot of the people out here in this city that put on successful events, as long as they move with attention, they're not just throwing a party to just throw a party. Like, you can just sell by your marketing, how you do it. Like, okay, there's method to this madness. You know what I mean? Same thing. I didn't just take Sincerely Yours, okay, it's Saturday night, pull up. You know what I mean? Me and Uri sat down and we're like, we're not gonna do bottle service, we're not gonna do VIPs, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna, like, I'm going to try to kill that vibe of, like, you know, like, cool, I want to come at midnight. So that's why every time I post, I'm like, be there by 11.
Yeah,
because there's no point. Like, it's Saturday night. A lot of you, same thing with your event coming up. Like, you guys are ready. You're just at home just chilling. You just want to come late, which makes no sense. Like, no.
If anything, I actually want to get to my bed early. Like, that's why I stop my events at like 1:30 in the morning. It's not like an afters. It's not going on till 3, 4 in the morning. I'm not doing all that because I want to be in my bed. So why not just start it up a little bit earlier and actually be on time?
Yes.
But, okay, so the transition between, you know, LA is dead to now just the industry as its whole, right? Okay. It's like, you've been in this game for quite a while. I want to hear one positive and one negative of your experience being in the industry so far.
You know, it's a somewhat easy question. Well, I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers. And it's the same kind of answer. On the positive side, what I love about the industry out here is that you really never know who you're gonna meet. To your point about the producers, they could be someone you think is just behind the scenes and they end up being, you know, Beyonce's team dance captain or, you know, a second lead to Ryan Coogler or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know who you're gonna meet in this industry in LA, which I love. Now, the negative about the industry is everybody thinks that there's somebody, and some of y'all, I don't want to say everyone's someone. I don't want to say you're nobody, but
there's
some
a lot
of y'all
of egos
can turn
at
it down.
play.
You can turn it down just a little notch. You know what I mean? You know how it runs events. When I do my event, you do events. People walk up and, yeah, you know who I am. No, I don't.
Even before the events, the meetings leading up, you know how many times people are like, you don't even know who I am. And I'm like, you're right, I don't.
Yeah, you're right, I don't. Like,
I don't know. I just got here. I don't know a lot of people.
That is the negative about it. Too many times you get that in LA of people that do that. And I always find that funny when people say, you don't know, I don't. And that's the problem. Like, I don't know who you are. You're walking out here like, you're Denzel. I know who Denzel is. I don't have to know Denzel to know who Denzel is. I don't know you. So, yeah. That's the negative part with LA.
But that's being real. I mean, even with myself, you know, one thing that I've committed to, I will never talk down on LA specifically. How it's received me, the way things are going. I'm never going to be one of those people that have a negative dialogue towards LA. The industry as a whole is a monster. And even coming back and forth and being exposed to this degree, there's nothing like it. There's nowhere else like the industry specifically in the city. So for me, I feel like my positive is the way that it's received me. Again, what you said. One person learns about me. I'm having conversations this week, and my videographer Mike knows everything that's been going down recently is about to shift everything, because it's one good person tells another good person, and now I'm somewhere else that nobody would ever assume that I'm going to be in a matter of 9 months of moving here. So I agree with you. Negative for me is I feel like there is a lot of pressure to stay on cue with everything that's going on, like capitalizing on everything in real time, and everybody involved. There's some people that are about their business and they're going to stay true to their word, and there's some people that are totally okay with wasting your time. And that's very hard until you actually show up and commit the time in the first place and find out if it's actually true or not. So you've seen that in the past 9 months, I've been working nonstop.
Yes.
60% of that time is fake meetings. So that's the negative that I have to kind of adjust to sometimes, but I'm still grateful, obviously, until I show up and I actually find out if it's real or not, then.
It's impossible to, like, you know, completely eliminate that, but, like, you know, in 2026, there are, hey, we can meet via phone, we can meet via, you know what I'm saying, why am I going drawing a blank here, Zoom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, but the tough thing is, because you never know, like, it only takes that one time.
Yeah.
Like, the one meeting you have that you may feel is nothing, it could be everything.
Right, exactly. And so you still have to show up.
It comes back,
I know.
It comes back to that. You never know who's who in LA, so you kind of have to do the things, because you just never know. I go to a ton of events that I'd rather lay in bed and watch TV, but I'm like, I just never know who's gonna be at what, so, yeah.
Do you get energetically exhausted?
Every time.
Yeah, like, I can only imagine.
Yeah, you know, I don't think I know. I seen you talking about your Super Bowl event, and while you were talking about the folks coming out, one of the things you said is like, hey, and this is something I can just like kick back and relax to, and that I feel, you know what I'm saying? Because like there are days when I'm sick, tired, I'm going through something personal, but I decide, okay, on those moments, I'm either gonna come super late to my event, let them run it, because I know the second I walk in, everyone says they're your friends, but like, these people don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a fact.
if I, you know what I'm saying, if my dog, let's say, has diarrhea all night and I didn't sleep, no one cares. Like, I'm tired. No one cares. They're like, yo, DJ and make me dance and have these drinks.
make me dance.
Yeah, like, and be the Ben Walker that we all know and love. We don't care about your dog's stomach issues, which is fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so if I'm like,
which is fair.
It's just like,
but you have to keep thugging it out.
But yeah, you have to, and because I genuinely am grateful for every single person that comes out to anything I do. You know, as much as people talk about the great things that are going on Saturdays, I'm sure you have it. I have events that maybe it is only 50, 60 folks pulling up, you know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for all of them, So that's why I try to, as you know, you try to, because you're grateful for it, you try to give them that energy of, hey, thanks for coming out. You can, like Jay-Z said, you could be anywhere in the world tonight, but you're with me. Yeah, like I believe that same thing.
Yeah.
So like anytime I'm doing anything, yes, but as you know, we do have those days, you're like, man, I'm tired.
So give me some advice. What do I do to save and preserve my energy between running events?
You were kind of what I said earlier when we were off camera talking. I would think, one, you want to get to a point where like it honestly runs itself.
Right.
So then you can kind of like, you get a good team behind you.
Right.
And then you can show up when you want to show up.
Right.
Or when you show up, you can be in the place of how you were in Super Bowl, kicking back versus always being in work mode. To the point, like you said about my night at Sincerely Yours, it's a great team of folks behind. So like, I'm just getting the folks there. Once they're there, it's like, okay, I have an option. I could be running around doing all things, but if I'm just hang out in the DJ booth and just do this, sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I know, honestly, if I couldn't make it, like, there's an amazing group over there that can handle it.
That can actually have your support and your backing.
I would think, like, I would say do what you're doing now. Like, I think the thing that is, it's a gift and a curse, I would say with you, from what I've seen is like, you are like, even though Espresso has a great name and Merlot has a great name, like a lot of people rock with Tahmina. When you're like the face of a brand, it's almost like, oh, well, like let's say if me or Mike ran Espresso, it's like, oh, well, you're not Tahmina. So like, it's like, I think some people would be like, oh, well,
I intentionally did that, you know what I mean? So like my whole thing is like, how can you replicate it when it's me, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody else could try to attempt to do that, but they won't be able to.
So the answer is never.
I know.
You're doing this like, there's no, there's
nice.
Because you are the brand. So the answer, I got nothing for, the more I thought about it, I was like, no, you are the brand. I don't see a world where you can sit it out.
Yeah.
That's real life, it's fine.
Oh yeah, it is real life. I'm like, should we pause? No, but for real, like even for myself, I was thinking about that. Like at the end of the day, I've been working on way too many parts of this, you know? So I'm like doing the flyers, the graphic designs, the email marketing, the text marketing, the approving, like it's too much. And once I find a team, I'm in a great space where this ended up taking off way faster than I can catch it, right? Which is a good problem to have.
Yeah.
But I need that support system to be able to delegate and like build teams that I trust and stuff to be able to actually outsource it in the same way and aesthetic and brand language and everything like that, the way I do it.
Well, the thing is now your event is honestly so successful. There's a lot of folks who would love to jump on this train of yours if you want that help. And sometimes it's just asking, but now
but at the same time, it's like I have to allocate time to train them. You know what I mean? And I'm like, it's go time. Like I'll like think of an idea, I jump on my laptop, I create it, it's off in the morning. You know?
Yeah.
It's speed, but you're right. I need to actually kind of put all those.
Because that's gonna take time. I forgot Kev on stage. He was talking about that, how it took him like years to find like, okay, I found the right group. Because sometimes you find the right folks. When we were doing Brunch to Bomb, you know, my co-founder Adrian tell you, we will find the right folks, but then they become amazing and then someone else takes them, which is fine. You know, we had a great content person in O Network offered her position. I can't pay you what Oprah can pay you. So bye. It's just like there's another one moved to Houston. Like, it's just like, you know, you're gonna lose them. So like, cause life's.
Right.
But yeah. So
and you want people to grow in their own careers as well too.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna take a minute. So you might as well just start now. Like just finding the right folks, because you can't do all the things forever. It's gonna grow, especially the way it's gonna grow. You said 300, right, for the first one. Then you said like 1,300. It's going to grow to a point where you literally can't do it by yourself. And pull it off.
I'm getting there for All-Star right now.
Yeah,
you know, it's getting crazy. Okay, speaking of All-Star, they don't even know. You don't even know.
I don't know, but I'm very excited for it.
It's the first time that I have actually, I would say, I'm not gonna call it corporate. That's not the right word.
Okay.
It's heavily specific to the sports media industry only. So I said, you know, Espresso is sports, media, music, film, whatever. And now it's getting to a place where I can actually isolate it to each industry on its own within its own time. So obviously with NBA All-Star in the city, it's a heavy hitters in the specifically the sports world that I can't even reveal because you just don't know who's gonna flake last minute, whatever. But the names that are supposed to come out, Mike knows. Mike is the only one that knows.
Off camera, so the DMs of some of the folks I know that are pending, I'm like, dang, but I don't hate you because I respect your thing. I'm like, I can't help you out, but like it's like, okay, I took camera like some of the folks she has that are on the pending list. I'm like, oh, this person didn't accept it? Okay, yeah. Like,
but you know how excited I am to have you a part of it?
I'm
like the
I'm
fact
beyond.
that it's like the first time this is going to be our collaboration is going to be like so cool. I feel like, okay, so this is a sound. You do everything. You're hyper focused on R&B more than anything, right? That's your thing.
I love my R&B.
We got to do the R&B.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of Ampiano. And I feel like I don't hear that enough in LA. Is that true?
Once again, you gotta find the right spots.
Okay.
My boy Tommy Tribe, he be crushing it. Like I would say, like yes, like you know Jay Murphy. If
I love Jay Murphy.
If he ever decides to DJ in LA, he wants to be everywhere else but home, which is crazy.
I know. Where's he at right now? I just saw his video.
Where is he at right now?
Oh, who knows? So we're great.
So
I think he's coming out Friday.
But yeah, Tommy. Yeah, like he's great. Yeah. I'll link you up with him after. But but yeah, got you. My boy DJ Damage be throwing down. I like. There's some like solid. Once again, you just gotta know where to go.
Okay, but Friday I need that R&B, I need that Ampiano, I need that Afro beats, and I need that to be high energy. And I want you to do. I don't even want to sit there and suggest no songs. You do your thing. Everything's gonna be great, and it's gonna be a crazy energy. I think this is gonna be the biggest one yet. I hope so.
It is.
It is.
It is. I'm very, very, very. I'm like I can't explain. I'm excited. Nothing brings me more joy. Something makes me more joy when I tell folks to come to stuff and they wait. And that will sold out now.
Yeah.
Because it's like, props to you, successful.
Yeah.
And like, and then it gets people even more hyped up for the next one that you have. Like, so that's what like, I just know the recap is gonna be insane.
Insane.
If Mike does his job. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's just, I can see like the next one, whether I'm there or not, like I know people will be like, hey,
listen, we're locked in. If you're available for March, okay, so one thing that I do wanna share with you on camera is I officially locked in another hotel. So
congrats.
I'm gonna drop it right now, March 14th.
March 14th.
It's going to be, is it March 13th or 14th? Whatever that Friday is, I gotta figure it out. I am officially bringing Espresso to Godfrey Hotel as well too.
I don't know if I'll clap too loud for this mic, but okay, they got it. Okay.
So I'm extremely excited about the expansion of it, and you already know if you're available those days, I need you to lock it in.
Godfrey's a great spot. You are killing the rooftop vibes of LA. Every dope rooftop I think you're like check, like okay.
I'm waiting for the sun to stay outside so we can turn it into espresso pool parties.
Yeah, I mean the fact that it's like 80 degrees now.
I know, it's crazy.
It's like Antarctica in New York.
I know.
You winning it. So yeah. Now if you can start throwing pool parties in LA where people get into the pool, now you unlock levels of greatness.
Listen, you know what I realized?
I'm rare to see.
My advantage as a woman in this game is that I set the tone of the other women in the room. So my whole recording myself getting my fits ready, talking about how I'm gonna get like looking for my heels, my right fit. All these girls DM me and they're like, I can't wait to put my fit on. I'm like, ooh, let me see your dress. I have that interaction with the women in the room. And that sets the tone. And now I see how people are dressing up at Espresso.
Yeah.
That's the biggest reason why these hotels are also signing up with me. They're like, we love your crowd. We love how they dress up. It's so elevated.
100%. It is.
And so if I want to jump in that pool, I think I can get a few girls to jump in the pool as well too. And we're going to get things going this summer.
You took the words out of my mouth. Like, I think you could. I think the only reason why is because people do get a fit off at your thing. So like if I'm putting on like some Tom Ford, Elwood to come to your event, I'm not getting in the pool. Like, do you see this fit? Like, nah.
Do you see this fit?
Nah, I'm not.
Hey, listen, we might have to pull the Dior swimsuits out there.
Yeah. See, this is a level of wealth I don't know. I didn't know Dior had swimsuits. So
I actually don't know either. I just made that up.
I was like, this is wealth I don't even know about. So,
I don't even know that.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
No, but seriously, let's bring it back to everything. You know, there's so much to look forward in the future.
Yes.
But NBA All-Star with Benjamin Walker, I am
sold out.
Over the moon, already hitting capacity.
She leaves this part out. See, she says already hitting capacity. No, and you're giving these people false hope. It's sold out. Just say it. It's sold out.
It's sold out.
There it is. Yeah, it's okay. Like, yeah, don't it's hitting capacity. They're gonna think, wait a minute, it's sold out. Unless you literally like know LeBron James or something personally, and there's nothing, you can tell them. It's fine. You can just be honest with the people.
All right, fine,
yeah.
whatever.
Yes.
Anyways, cheers to our fake espresso.
Cheers. Oh, I was gonna roll with it.
There's nothing in there.
Yeah.
But for us, I appreciate your time, your effort, and your energy towards the city. As a newcomer myself, it is so inspiring to see, you know, when you had me come out to Sincerely Yours, I had the space of standing behind you. So I get to see your perspective of the city and how the energy feeds right back into you
100%.
And how you push it back out to them. Beautiful sight to see, beautiful energy to feel, and I appreciate us crossing paths and how you've been supportive right from day one. I will never forget this time in my life, so I appreciate you.
To the moon for you.
Love
okay. That's it.